Hello children, how are you guys? Hope you're all fine and safe and having happy time at home, having good food prepared by mummy and enjoying, am I right? Okay children, see in the last class I just gave an introduction about the food preservation. After finishing the disease caused in plants by the microorganism and food poisoning, I just gave the introduction about food preservation. Okay, see in the first chapter you studied about preservation of food grains. We remember we studied about the preservation of food grains. Okay, we studied that we have to protect them from microorganism, rodent, and then insects, and we have to keep them in the proper temperature and moisture and all. Remember? Okay, and now we are going to study how we are going to preserve the cooked food. Okay, if it is not maintained properly, what happen, since if there is moist condition, there will be attack of fungus. Okay, and these fungus and microorganisms spoil our food, and this spoiled food emits the bad smell. Okay, and of course there will be change in color. Okay, see for example, if mummy prepares coconut chutney or sambar, and if she leave it unnoticed in outside or inside the fridge for some time, I mean for days together, after a few days without her own knowledge, she'll check what's there in the fridge, and she'll find out that the sambar is there. And when she removed out, easily we can find the samba color, either it from yellow or brown, it will be changed into white color. This shows the growth of fungus, and it will be like a bad smell coming out of it. Okay, so this is what is nothing but the spoiling of food, and if we eat this, it leads to food poisoning. Okay, see, not only the food materials, like not only the cooked food materials, even the raw food materials should be stored properly. If it is not stored properly, of course it leads to damage, I mean fungal growth. Okay, and now in this class we are going to study how we can preserve the food items. Okay, there are various methods through which we can preserve the food items. Okay, we have in your content book, we have around 6 different methods through which we can preserve the food. To begin with, chemical method. Okay, by adding salt and edible oil. Edible means which is consumable, which can be used in our cooking purpose. Okay, using salt and edible oil or the common chemicals through which we can preserve the food items, and it can avoid the growth of microorganism. Okay, for example, when mummy prepare pickle, she add salt and she adds some acid preservatives like vinegar, so that the microbial growth can be avoided. Okay, there are few more chemicals which can be used, and it is consumable to preserve the food. They are sodium benzoate and sodium metasulfate. Okay, they are two common preservatives. Just remember, sodium benzoate and sodium metasulfate, metabisulfite are the common preservatives. Okay, and these can be used not only in pickles, even in jam and squashes, it can be used to avoid the spoilage of food. And the second one is preservation by common salt. Okay, common salt, we, in village side and all, they used to buy meat, they boil it with salt, and they preserve it. They dry it plainly, and whenever they want, they'll be using it. Okay, that is nothing but the preservation by common salt. A very simple, the dry fish. Okay, so for ages, for years together, we can keep it, so that there will not be any growth of microorganism. If it is not dried properly with salt, there will be growth of bacteria. So what we have to do, we have to add salt and mix it properly and make it dry, so that the growth of microorganism will not be there. Okay, to preserve amla, that is gooseberry, raw mangoes and turmeric, we use salt. Okay, apart from meat and the fish. Okay, then preservation can be done even by adding sugar. Okay, jam, jellies and squashes are preserved by adding sugar to it. Okay, sugar, what it does means it has a capacity to reduce the moisture. Okay, it inhibits the growth of bacteria. It reduces the moisture and inhibit the growth of bacteria, which will spoil the food. Okay, so by adding sugar, we can preserve, because of which we are, for years together we have jam in our house. Okay, so because sugar is there, and this sugar will avoid growth of microorganism in it. Okay, then again oil and vinegar. As I already said, in preparation of pickle we use oil and vinegar. Okay, and if you use this, what happens? The growth of bacteria and microorganism will not be there, and they will kill the microorganism, because of which they will not survive in that environment. Okay, even vegetables, any vegetables, fruits, fish, meat can be prepared by using by can be preserved by using oil and vinegar. Okay, and the next one is heat and cold treatment. Okay, see, before mummy, prepares coffee or tea, as soon as we buy the milk, what mummy do? She boils it. Okay, and she will cool it and keep it in the fridge. Okay, so what happens? Boiling kills the microorganism. Okay, so what we have to do, as soon as we prepare food, if we feel that it is extra and should be kept in the refrigerator, we have to make it cool, and then only we have to store it in the microorganism, because refrigerating the food items avoids the growth of microorganism. Okay, then it is pasteurization of milk. It's very simple. Nowadays we are getting packet milk which is pastured. Okay, pastured, what happens means, they boil the milk to very high temperature, around 70 degrees centigrade. They boil it for 15 to 30 minutes, and they suddenly chill it and store it. Okay, it's not gradually bringing the heat down. What we do it at home, it is we gradually bring it down. We just keep it outside, so that after an hour or so it will be cooled properly. But pasteurization is not that. They'll boil it. They take it to the boiling point, and suddenly they make it chill, and they'll be making it into pockets, and it will be stored. This process is called as pasteurization, which again avoids the growth of microbes. Okay, and this pasteurization was introduced to our world by Dr. Louis Pasteur. Okay, and then what we can do, we can pack and store the food items like dry fruits and all, vegetables, everything. If we pack it in an airtight container and store it, it will be lost for weeks together. So we can store it by packing it in the proper way. See children, in this class we studied about the preservation of food by chemical method using sodium benzoate and sodium metabisulfate. Okay, then preservation by common salt, then preservation by sugar, then preservation by oil and vinegar, then by heat and cold treatment, and last we ended with the storage and packing, which also can help in the preservation of food items. Is that clear children? Okay, bye.